Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to Wood Times in the 207. Just doing a little walk around here, looking at all the wood piles, trying to figure out which direction to go in next, and thought I'd take you guys along with me. You saw in quite a few videos ago all this wood here that came in, all nice grade hardwood, a little bit of wonky oak at the end of one of these piles here, but other than that, it's all real nice stuff. A little bit of oak on top of that there, but it's just been kind of one of those days around here. I think I'd mentioned already that the campground that we supply, we are done supplying them for the season. They're going to burn up what they've got left and start fresh next year, so that's okay. So we're on to other things. Still real busy with our roadside stand. Bag up a little bit more wood for that here in just a few minutes, I think. Got a meeting tonight, but I'm going to make best use of my time. But it's just been kind of one of those days. I went and delivered to the roadside stand this morning. Came back, loaded some wood, and filled up the section at a convenience store that we supply. They've been moving a lot of wood lately, which is good for them and good for us. So seems to sell better when there's a bigger pile there, so I wanted to make sure with the coming weekend that they had a good amount of it there. And in the background here you can see that big cedar pile that we've dug into that a little bit, but not too much. But it's making some real nice lumber, what I have sawed. We've taken some fence posts out of there, and some of the random odd pieces we've turned into kindling, so definitely getting our money back on it. Here on the other side, some of that hardwood, that's really nice stuff. Definitely loving that, and the customers are loving it too. Got a real good inventory here still, so that's good. See the tractor in the background and another big pile there. All kinds of odds and ends over here. But seems like I work on it a lot, trying to get it cleaned up, but can't seem to get it cleaned up. Yeah. Got a few more IBC cages in end of last week. I'll have to get the bladders out of those and get those cut down so we can get those all filled up. Got a whole bunch of empties there. Right here is a whole bunch of really nice cedar that I just finished sawing this morning for a good customer. Fairly new customer, but he's bought quite a lot of cedar lumber from me. He's gonna do a big project there. There's some 16-foot stuff, which is really tricky. I did get a little bit of video sawing one log. Maybe I'll throw that in at the end here for you. But got a 4x8x16 and a 4x6x16 and some 1x6x16, bunch of 2x6x12, one 2x4x12, bunch of 2x4x8, and a bunch of 4x4x8. So sent him some pictures of it, and he's quite excited. He's going to come pick it up tomorrow, so it'll be good for him. It'll be good for me, because when the customer comes to pick the stuff up, we get paid, and that's what it's all about. To get all this, I have got a ton of resaw that I need to go through. Cedar can be so tricky and so finicky. You never know what you're going to get once you open it up. I've got a lot of stuff that I got to turn into something else so I can get it sold. But finally found the right logs and was able to make everything that the customer needed. Went over and saw Dave that sharpens my bandsaw blades for the Woodland Mills HM122 earlier today. Got 36 nice fresh resharps there. So that'll keep us going for a little while. Plus I've still got some other blades in the building ready to go for the mill anyway. So that'll keep us busy for a while. While I was over there, I dropped off 35 for him to sharpen. He treats me well, and I try to do the same for him. But yeah, like I said, just doing a lot of different odds and ends today. Kind of curious what a lot of people do about their sawmill blades. Originally, for what I'm able to buy them for my mill, well, that's just a 10-foot, 5-inch long blade. Didn't really seem like it made sense to get them sharpened because I didn't know of anybody around here that would sharpen them. So I figured by the time I had to pay shipping both ways or travel a long distance, I wasn't even going to bother to get them sharpened. And then I'd known Dave for quite a long time. I just didn't realize that he had the equipment and did that sort of thing. So now he sharpens my blades, keeps some business local. He's able to put his equipment that he invested a lot of money in to work, and he's close. He's just a few miles away, so that works out good for both of us. I see on some of the pages where some guys just buy them, use them up, throw them away. Like I said, I hung on to them there for a long time, so I've got a lot of blades, a lot of bands, but I don't really like throwing stuff away, so I just keep taking them to him and have him sharpen them, and I use them till they break, and then they go in the scrap metal pile. But over here, got a whole bunch of random cedar. I'd spread all that out for my friend Kyle. He's the one I've mentioned before. He's been coming down and cutting fence posts. He's had some good markets for those. He cleans them up real well. Some of them he kind of cleans up with a draw shave, and people have been really happy with them. So he's been moving a lot of those. So rather than us putting them into campwood or something like that, he's got another market, and we make it all work. But kind of wanted to get all that pile cleaned up. I moved it over here, and he pretty much got what he wants out of there for fence posts. I got some small logs I'm gonna take out of there, stuff that I can make some 1x4, 1x5, 1x6, probably some 4x4s, maybe a few 2x4s. Nothing real sizable, but if we can put it across the mill, we do, to maximize our production, and the rest will just go into campwood and kindling, I guess. But some real low-grade stuff over there in the corner. That'll end up going into campwood and kindling. We've been, the last 2-3 weeks, we've been filling up a lot of crates with all of our short ends, buttons, cookies, whatever you want to call them. Just figured I'd fill a few crates and throw it out there on Marketplace, see if it would sell, and there's been quite a demand for it. It's kind of surprised me. I put a reasonable price on it, but people have been all over it. So it's been a real good reason for us to clean up our mess. So that's where I took all that low-grade cedar out of, smaller stuff. A few more fence posts here that Kyle will grab. We're gonna have to see if we can get Kyle in a video. He's a great guy. Well, he's gonna be in a video. I don't know if he knows it yet, but he'll know once he watches this video, and we'll see if we can put something together and sit on the tailgate, have a little chat, something. And he's a great guy, hard worker, funny guy too, so maybe you guys will enjoy it. Got some bigger cedar there, a lot of butt rot to it, but the top end's been producing some fabulous logs, so we'll get that all cleaned up. And, down on the end of this pile is a bunch of stuff that was going to go to the pulp mill, but ended up having it come here, and it's been making some great camp wood. Pretty much all spruce, fir, cedar, some pine. So I've been cutting that in half, grabbing it with the grapple, moving it up where it's a little easier to work, and saw it up right off the grapple, split it into the crates and get it bagged up. Down the road it goes. You can see a couple of the IBC totes of some of the smaller chunk wood that we had there. The background here is just all kinds of nice dry random hardwood that I've got to try to get cleaned up in the next few weeks and get it all sawed, split, delivered. I don't know if you can see in the background here, there's about 12 cords of oak that came off some house lots a guy gave me. Me and my friend George each used our 1-ton dump trucks, and there was an excavator on site when we started, and then we ended up moving George's excavator down there, cleaned it all up, put it in the 1-ton trucks, hauled it all back here. So I got to get that all cut up. It's mostly 4 foot and a little better, so by the time I'm done processing it, there'll be a lot more of those chunks and cookies. Those can all go right into the crates, and we'll sell those too. But some bigger white birch. Over in the background, I don't know if you can see, there's some really big hardwood that came from a land clearing job that came in here, and that's all gonna go too. So yeah, we're kind of transitioning here. Campwood season's coming to an end. Our roadside stand, where we have bagged hardwood, bagged softwood, and bagged cedar kindling, the last few years I've been keeping that filled up year round. Seems like no different than the people that go to Tractor Supply or Walmart or whatever to buy a bag or two of pellets a week. Seems like some people are doing that with their firewood now. Maybe some people just want to have a couple fires, but we do pretty well, especially with the hardwood and the kindling wood all winter long. Our box is situated so it's not facing right to the road. It actually faces to a friend of mine's driveway, so don't have to worry so much about the snow getting plowed off the road, getting plowed right into the box. Able to plow right by it. If they don't plow right by it, I just go down and shovel it out a little bit and keep it cleaned up so that we can still get some sales. Works out well, and seems like kind of makes me feel like it's a service that some people need, just to be able to buy a small amount of firewood here and there, or a couple bags a week, or maybe it's just the people that want to have a fire in their fireplace on the weekends. I don't know. The nature of the roadside stand, don't necessarily get to know the regular customers like I do with our regular residential customers or our lumber customers, stuff like that. But there's more softwood here that I need to clean up. A lot of that stuff gets hauled in here, just people from clearing lots, clearing house lots. Once in a while I go get some of it, but most of the time it's people that are looking for a place to get rid of it, and they know me and they just bring it to me. So that works out fantastic. But some more there, a little bit more in behind, but that's about it really. But just wanted to do a little video, a little walk around, show you guys what we're up against here, and hopefully in another week or two I'll do the same thing. You can see how much of this stuff has disappeared. So all that bulk firewood that had been sitting where all that cedar is now, I got that area all cleaned up. What a lot of debris I had to haul off. It was crazy, but that's okay. It worked out really well for us having that wood there all summer. You can see another IBC tote. That's softwood scrap that's been selling well too. So, but well, thanks for tuning in. We've definitely had a lot more views. I think we're getting close to the 20,000 view mark, which is a big deal for us. Thanks to Phil and Karen from Allen Family Firewood and a few other things that we've done. I think we've gained about 50 subscribers in the last week or so, so that's really huge. Glad to have all you new subscribers. Hope to see some more. Feel free to leave us some comments, hit the like button, and if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Thank you.